Good evening, everybody. Welcome. This is Paul Flynn of MegadoFilms.org. Just wanted to do a quick vlog on this news story from yesterday's Guardian. It's reported in a number of other places as well. Pope Francis, evolution and creation, both right. And to be honest, for many of us who realize who the Pope is and the papacy is, that office, that little horn, Daniel's little horn, that would emerge from the 10 horns that would suppress the saints, that would deny God, and would sit in the temple of God, declaring himself to be God. This is not really a surprise at all. But let's see what he says. Pope Francis cautions against portraying God as magician and says it is possible to believe in evolution and creation. But let's look at his own statements. He says, the Big Bang, which is today posited as the origin of the world, does not contradict the divine act of creation. Rather, it requires it. The Pope said in an address meeting in the Pontifical Academy of Sciences, evolution of nature is not inconsistent with the notion of creation, because evolution presupposes the creation of beings which evolve. Now, you can get into many of the different debates that go on, but I will get it down to where the rubber hits the road. You either believe the word of God or you do not believe the word of God. This whole idea that he also goes on to say, let's look at the comment he makes at the end, but it is not so. He created beings and let them develop according to internal laws, which everybody has, and develops so they would reach maturity. This is whole, does God need evolution? Does he need to go through this process? No. God clearly shows in Genesis 1, it says in Genesis 1:1, in the beginning God created the heaven and the earth. He spoke the creation into existence ex nihilo, out of nothing. He created things. See, the whole process of evolution is, by process of natural selection, it's first death, and then you get what we are today. Process of death, and whatever survives continues on, etc., and so on. But from the Bible, we know death did not enter into the world until Adam's sin. There was no death, there was no curse upon the earth until that point. Evolution and creation are complete opposites of each other. And this whole comment about caution against portraying God as a kind of magician, let me get this straight. God is in complete control of all things. He is the sovereign Lord of the universe. And you, just looking at Isaiah 46, verses 9 to 11, and this is how you know the Word of God is unique, is completely different, is from outside our time domain, and God is completely sovereign over everything, even the intents of our hearts. If you look at Moses and Pharaoh, God hardened Pharaoh's heart. God is in control of everything. Now, it is not that we are robots, but God has ordained all things whatsoever comes to pass. It says in Isaiah 46, verses 9 to 11, remember the former things of old, for I am God and there is none else. I am God and there is none like me. Declaring the end from the beginning, the ancient times, the things which have not yet, that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand. Basically, his purpose from before the foundation of the world, in his covenant of redemption, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. Calling a ravenous bird from the east, the man that executeth my counsel from a far country, yea, I have spoken it, I will bring it to pass, I have proposed it, I will also do it. There is nothing, yea, who hath resisted his will, it says in Romans 9. Nothing resists will. He is all-powerful, almighty. There is none like him. He does not need the imaginations of man's heart and so-called science, so-called knowledge, so-called, because it presupposes, and evolution does presuppose that there was pre-existing, and they don't say, oh, we don't know where the dirt came from, or the or the different views, because the view of evolution continuously change, but there's a massive explosion about the dirt that was in a dot the size of a full stop on the page. Does that make any sense? No. But see, the thing is, people hate God. They suppress the truth and the righteousness. The law of God is written on everyone's heart. But the thing about it is under darkness unless Christ regenerates the soul, unless your heart has been circumcised, unless you've been regenerated, made a new creature. People will continue to follow after foolishness like evolution. Things that are mathematically impossible when you look at probabilities, etc. But you see, why do people believe such things? Because they withhold the truth and unrighteousness. They deny the fact that God is sovereign over all things, that he spoke the universe. The word universe literally means one spoken verse. He spoke the universe into existence. He is that powerful. He created everything out of nothing. But what was before the foundation of the world? There was God. There was nothing. He created time, space, and matter. It's in Genesis 1:1. And it says in John 1:1 as well, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. To deny the Word of God and the power of the Word of God in creation is to deny the Word, which is to deny God. In the beginning, God created heaven and the earth. He spoke the world into existence. And also, I just want to look at a verse in Colossians chapter 2. The power of that word. The gall of this man to say, oh, we don't want to portray him like some kind of magician. This is the word that governs the universe, and and his very breath, Pope Francis' very breath, is in his very heartbeat is being maintained by the God he does not understand and the God he stands in opposition to. Now, we need to see, and we need to, do we believe the Bible? Or do we believe men who do not believe the truth? The choice is yours. Talk to you soon. May God bless you all.